Snowmobiling plays a huge part in our identity as a province, but it can be dangerous. According to Statistics Canada, from 2013 to 2019, an average of 73 Canadians died per year as a result of snowmobile-related accidents. Just last year in Newfoundland, 3 people died as a result of snowmobile-related accidents. Constable James Cadigan of the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary says that drinking and driving is a major player in these deaths.
Right away, the first thing that comes to mind is we want to remind motorists who are going to be using the snowmobile or maybe looking at using one later in the day to refrain from drinking alcohol prior to the use. One of the main causes of an incident with a snowmobile would be impairment.
The dangers don't stop at drinking and driving, though. The changing climate brings about its own dangers, such as the thickness of the ice and the freezing water.
And, the general rule for ice thickness on a pond or a large water body would be 4 inches. So we want you to scope that out in advance. Cut into the ice with an auger or another device for that purpose, and check the thickness of that ice.
Chuck Harding is an avid snowmobiler that's big on safety.
I always do a trip plan, and I just tell somebody where I'm going, what time I'm leaving, what time I should be back. If there's any changes while I'm on my route, I'll notify somebody and let them know.
Being a diabetic, Harding brings extra medicine with him to be safe. His advice is to bring first aid supplies, extra food, gear to build a shelter, and something to start a fire. His kit also includes an axe and a pair of snowshoes to boot.
I have a unit that's called an Inreach. I can communicate where there's no cell phone service through this Inreach. It's a lot like a satellite phone. But I'm planning the trip, say Harbor Deep, for example. I'll give them the route that I'm going.
Snowmobiling can be a fun outdoor activity that's a perfect fit for the rural Newfoundlander. But it's important to always be aware of the dangers, such as the thinning ice as the weather now begins to warm up. Bring survival supplies, a change of clothes, a helmet, and, if possible, a buddy. Check the ice and always remember to save your alcohol for after the ride. I'm Griffen Stuckless for Kicker News.